Hello everyone and welcome back to another unboxing video. So if you guys have seen my merch hunt, you'll know that one thing I've been searching for a while is the Sonic Metal Virus figure from the IDW Sonic comics. I believe my window of time on getting it has passed. So I just bought it online. I genuinely just don't think I'll ever see this thing in store again. So, figured, why not just pick it up? I've seen it in store once in my life. I have the experience of finding this thing in store. I didn't get it that day, but now here it is. We're just gonna move on with it, okay? So, first let's talk about this package, because I really like the design of these IDW collection packages. We got the little Sonic comic collection logo there. Got a nice image of Sonic. I don't exactly remember what issue that's from. I think that's a cover picture. I'm not sure. Got some images there. You got Sonic with, I think, Eggman. Got something involving Tails right there. Got Amy with her hammer. And I don't know what that one is, but yeah. And you got the nice looking Metal Virus figure. Metal Virus Sonic. It also comes with Zombot Froggy. We'll have a look at those when we get them out of the box. There's the promotional image. And some more nice artwork. Sonic. There's Tangle up there. Yeah. I genuinely just want to get this out of the package and actually have a look at it. So, I guess we'll just do that. It's unfortunate that I'm going to have to ruin this nice package in order to open this. I have never been able to open a product like this without breaking it. Without breaking the package. See that? Like, tears like that. Unfortunately. Like, why do toy companies make the packaging on these so appealing if you literally can't open it without wrecking it? It just makes you feel bad. That's why collectors are probably really happy with that, because they don't ever plan to take the toys out of the package. I'm not one of those people. I didn't buy this so that I could just keep it in a box forever. And here he comes. There we go. Okay, so first impressions. This thing is actually really cool. For those who haven't read it yet, I very highly suggest going to read the IDW comics, specifically the Metal Virus saga, because it's easily some of my favorite Sonic content ever. The gist behind it is, after the events of Sonic Forces, Eggman lost his memory for a little while, but then Dr. Starline, I spoke about him in my Surgeon Kit video, in my video talking about Surgeon Kit. With a link in the description. He found Eggman and gave him his memory back. And then Eggman made this thing called the Metal Virus, which he just dropped, which he went around in a ship that looked like his head and dropped on the whole entire world. turning people into what Sonic nicknamed the Zombots, because they're like zombie robots. Sonic was immune to it. However, it stuck to him, and ultimately, he had to keep running in order to suppress it. The silver on him is supposed to emulate the metal virus on Sonic, and the little bits of blue are him suppressing it by running. So, yeah. I don't want to reveal too much more about it than that, because I want you guys to go read the IDW comics, but they do a really good job at making sure that the audience knows that this is a big deal. Like, whenever a possible solution comes up, they always make sure to diffuse it, to find a way to diffuse that answer and find some way to explain how everything works out the way it does. Now, I don't have a lot of Jakks Pacific figures. I have a few. Some of them are more comparable than others to this. So let's have a look at the figure itself. It's so nice to own this. Like, have a look at that really nice detailing. That's a really interesting expression for a Sonic. I do kind of wish that one of his eyes was like the Zombot eye color, like the red. I do kind of wish that, but still, this thing is very nice. One reason I really wanted this was to get this now was because I wanted to use it as reference for Sonic the Steam Engine Zombot, for the Sonic the Steam Engine Metal Virus thing. Because you guys did tell me you wanted to see Metal Virus customs, so this is the first step in that regard. I want to try and mimic the actual style of this for that Sonic when I get around to making it. Now I have with me my Jakks Pacific Sonic, which isn't a regular Sonic. It's actually the Soap Shoes variant. So it's not really comparable, but this is one Sonic next to the other. I guess you could call it Adventure Era Sonic versus Metal Virus Sonic. And to give you a gist of like regular modern Sonic, I don't have a regular Sonic figure, but I do have this little buildable figure that Jakks Pacific does as well. You can sort of get a sense of how this Sonic fits in with these. I think this figure is like a buildable one, so you could pop the head off, you could swap the arms. If you really wanted to, you could get Shadow's head. You could do that. But I don't see why you want to. Anyway, this is not about the buildable figure. I also have another figure that I've talked about in a video a while back, the Jakks Pacific Blaze figure. As you can see, here are the two that I've talked about in the series so far. And one that I obtained recently that I didn't talk about. Mecha Sonic from Sonic 2. So, yeah. This is a very random selection of characters that I have now. I have Soap Shoe Sonic, Blaze, Mecha Sonic, Metal Virus Sonic, and without a doubt the worst Sonic figure I've ever owned in my entire life. This Metal Sonic. Now, I don't hate the look of Metal Sonic here. The problem is that as soon as I got it out of the package, the leg broke off. Like, as you can see, it's just held in by blue tack right now. Literally, as soon as I opened it, as I opened the package, the figure, like, fell apart on me. And no, I wasn't trying to, see how it articulated and it broke. No, I'm just saying I took it out of the package and it immediately, just fell apart. That's why I claimed that Blaze was a good impression on me, because prior to that point, I had only had that Metal Sonic. Ignore the noise that just happened outside this room. I don't know what that was. So, now let's talk about Froggy. I like this Froggy a lot. As you know, I have Big for Sonic the Steam Engine. This is gonna go right alongside that guy. I don't know why the Jakks Pacific Big doesn't come with a Froggy. It just comes with 2 rings. I genuinely don't know why. So, yeah. I really like this. This is going to be a shorter unboxing, but, yeah, I really like these. These are cool. I can already tell you that this guy will be used to base, Metal Virus Sonic the Steam Engine on. So, yeah. Hope you guys are gonna look forward to that. I guess with all that out of the way, I don't really have much else to say. I just really wanted to show you guys that I finally own it. So, yeah. Yeah, I guess that's it. See y'all in the next one. Bye.